Hello and welcome to our game of Dungeons and Dragons. Before we jump into tonight's adventure, a big thank you and a big shout out to our sponsors of Tailor-Made Craft, who make our fantastic initiative markers that hopefully you will see throughout the game we play today. For more info on all the geeky goodies that they do, check out our link bio, check out their Facebook and their Instagram at Tailor-Made Craft. Alright, anything anyone else wishes to add?
You?
Yeah, where's my money?
Where's my money?
We'll get to it.
Money!
Right, well, last we left off, the CB4, you entered the battle arena and were extremely victorious, quite surprisingly victorious as well. Some amazing rolls were made and some great skill were made. Viella, you yourself used your dexterous body to slide in under the scorpion and rip it from underneath. Elora, your magic really shone in the battle. Fire and electricity blasting everywhere, blowing the scorpion to smithereens.
Literally.
Baracus and Green showing off their immense fighting skills as always. And eventually you became victorious. Completing the challenges, you were given a vast amount of gold. 421 gold pieces, I do believe, were given to you as a group for the victoriousness. You spent the evening not at the Dreaming Dragon, at the Dancing Goat, where you were again met with shouts of victory and you were named the champions of Silvery Moon. Your drinks were bought for you all through the night and you had an extremely great night's sleep. So we awake at the dawn of a new day. You all still have your inspiration, which you regained.
Yay.
You all wake up. What would you like to do today?
Yeah. I'm going to read some more of my book before everyone else wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is that Arcana for Beginners, yeah?
Yeah. And I just kind of want to take stock of all the stuff that I have, repacking everything, making sure everything's nice.
The checklist.
Yeah, do the checklist. You know, we have been traipsing a while, so
Yes, you have.
take stock of everything.
It's like check. Oh, go, check.
Sorry, secret note. Do apologise.
Secret note everyone can see.
We can't.
No, camera can't see us.
Alright.
It's just a piece of paper with writing on it, alright? That's all we can say. I can't believe you wrote that now.
I didn't see it.
It's not for the DMs.
Oh.
No, it is. Yeah, no, we have one more here.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
We're not getting a table instantly, are
No, I know. I'm just saying.
we? Anyway,
we'll just
Moving
take
on.
this one.
back to the game. No secret notes being passed at all.
So, we're all good here.
Right, what are we all doing?
You're
Sorry.
all awaking
We're
from
just
your
woken up.
extremely sound, soft and warm slumber.
To be honest, I'm going to do the same. Just double check if I've got everything.
Yeah, repack everything and
Yep, you all
Take stock.
ruffle through your backpacks and inventories. Everything is as you remember it.
Can't forget this.
yeah. The last time we got drunk in a place.
Yeah, the
Well,
two
we
guys
made a
got
new
all their money
friend.
gone.
If we had a new friend. I bet he's probably feeling rough. Especially wearing that helmet. Jesus. I'll be the first one to go downstairs then.
So as you make your way downstairs, you're quite familiar with the route you must take in order to get down there.
Wait, which one?
Yeah. You're met with a very nice, sweet smell. You see, as you go down, you see John waving to you and pointing at a table for you to sit. And
Sure.
you see the table was already scattered with different pastries. There's already drinks on the table, some water, bit of little jug of milk, and a jug labelled "Hair of the Dog."
It sounds gross,
Yeah.
but okay.
And there's still quite a lot of noise happening within here. Some people clearly have not gone to sleep since their celebrations.
Well then. Well, I will sit down.
Yeah.
And I will prepare myself to scoff down.
Chow down, yeah. Yes, so you sit down and you're quite happily just sat there tucking into your pastries,
Yeah.
drinking your drinks.
Yeah.
Anyone else coming downstairs?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Let's get
Green, you
ready.
coming
And
down as well?
This is why I just see you look on the desk.
The two of you leave, and just as you're leaving, you hear a door behind you close and open, and you look behind you, and Green is also behind you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Trundle on down.
So as you come down, you see John waving at you, looking quite dark circles under his eyes. He probably didn't get too much sleep last night. And you see Baraka sat at the table.
Go over and join.
Yeah.
See?
Pastry.
Chowing down, enjoying your pastries. Whenever you take a good amount of pastries, they are instantly refilled.
And
No
Pocket
empty
one.
bellies today. Yeah.
pocket pastry.
It's like
Pocket pastry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Replace the pocket bacon.
Yeah.
let's put some in my.
John brings over a little saucer of water for your pooch.
Thank you very much, John. It's
Oh,
very
of
cool.
course, anything for the CB4, of course. The champions!
For
Yeah.
So, what are your guys' plans now? I mean, kind of feels we've done everything in Silvery Moon. Did you guys have like a?
I didn't really have much of a plan. I just was hoping money, food, drink, chill.
Well, me and Viella, we were on our way to Waterdeep. Have you ever heard of it? It's a city on the coast. A few days, maybe weeks walk. If you guys wanted to come with us.
My character would really know it. So.
It's one of the capitals of the realm, like you may have heard of
I may
it,
have heard of it. Yeah.
but it's near Neverwinter. So, but you haven't been there before.
Yeah.
But you know, you're aware of Waterdeep.
Okay.
You know, that was our eventual ending, but if you guys wanted to come with,
To tag along.
yeah.
Go
We seem
try
to
and-
make a good group.
Go try and keep the girls safe at least. I mean,
Right.
like what?
I mean, if we leave Green alone, he could just go off a goat kind of thing, so we kind of need to keep
He'll
an eye on him.
follow the broccoli. Wherever there's
Follow the
greens,
broccoli.
there's a green, alright? But yeah, I'm keen.
Yeah. Sounds like a good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're not like in a rush or anything like that, but that was kind of
Just make sure
our
that we're all
plan. I mean, we did get a bit sidetracked, didn't we? I mean, Everland and all that weren't really on our agendas, but
We're gonna go out and stock up on anything that we might need from here.
yeah, I mean, we can get a few supplies.
And maybe
few
some
things.
new drapes. These are tad wary again.
And while we're like all chatting, I'm going to take out the box and be like, right, okay, I've worked out how much, and then I'll divide. Is it like really busy in here? Are we kind of like in a corner?
It is busy, but you know, there's no immediate. You don't
Okay,
feel any immediate threat here.
Okay.
If you
I didn't
were-
want to do it while we were in
Yeah,
the
if
middle
you were
of a...
potentially in a more rougher looking place, I
Yeah.
mean, like there will be glances at such gold, but
Yeah, so I'll divide. So I think it's
Like, I got 7.
105 gold,
no, you put that there.
2 silver, and 5 copper, I believe. It's the silver and the copper that could be a bit dodgy, but we'll go with it. Because it's 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 5, 10, yeah.
Money!
So how much are you getting all each? Sorry.
It's 105 gold each, 2 silver, 5 copper, which I believe makes 421 gold.
Do the maths. Yep, you good.
I'm really confused. What we getting each?
Okay, so
Maybe too
105 gold pieces. So
Just
add
start
that
taking our
13 to your 105. So that's 118
It's like short
if you
now.
want to rub it out.
And does anyone want to keep the box, or
It's just a standard like
a little
kind of wooden
keep
crate
cake.
box, quite similar to this, obviously on a larger scale.
118.
Yep, so you got 118 there.
Did
now.
you want it for
and
your
then 2
pets?
silver, so that'll be there,
I wouldn't class her as a pet, love.
and 5
Yeah.
and 5 copper, so that'll be a 10.
A
there.
psychotic being, maybe.
But I'll pocket it anyway. Just
Exactly. There's broccoli and here's
Psychotic.
mini broccoli called a tree.
Psychotic mixed with psychotic.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna feed Laurie, from
Yeah.
the food in
I
like a little
love
dish.
The name though.
I know it's
like
good.
One of
isn't it?
those, like,
It's
things that you
it's
don't
quite an elven
expect.
name, I thought.
yeah.
So you don't expect it.
It was a
until-
Gilmore Girls name.
Really? I did not know that. What a coinkydink.
We did not know this. Our characters do not know these things.
So, you potentially have a route or an adventure, a destination in mind. You, Elora, having grown up outside, you know that you are coming into the Marnipoth, which is the beginning of winter.
How do you Marnin?
I might be pronouncing it wrong because it's a fucking weird word. Marpenoth.
Fuck that shit.
Marpenoth.
Marpenoth. I wasn't too far off.
No,
Marpenoth.
Marpenoth. So that's that's a month, isn't
Yeah.
it? Or
That's
a
not-
count.
Believe it or not, that's one of the easier ones to pronounce.
And that's kind of like, is that like
It's
the
beginning
first
of
winter?
Yeah.
Funniest part is it sounds like Russian.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the
It
it's
might be.
it's gonna get colder as well. So I mean, we've
Well,
yeah some.
You like
I mean, I
it?
think you guys come from like warmer weather, don't you? So might be worth getting
Yeah, I prefer the heat more than.
something a bit thicker. I mean, we're
Yeah.
quite well. Our cloaks are quite nicely
What?
sturdy.
How are
What?
my boots looking? Do I need new ones?
Booty.
Well, no, your boots are intact. They are looking fine.
We have sturdy.
You do have sturdy boots. However, winter is coming. You will be travelling outside.
Need to get fluffy insoles.
You will have to obviously.
I mean, we've got quite decent travelling stuff, but
Yeah.
maybe like a heavier cloak. Or...
I mean,
I
you
hate-
know the direction of Winter Deep, Water Deep. Sorry, but
you got the
none of-
winter thing going on there.
But none of you have ever been there. You don't know the
No.
route. You don't know the train. So all little things like this are worth finding out before you heading off.
What
A map.
I do want to know. Well,
Yes.
it's a bit of a question.
Do you
No,
do
go
we-
for
do
it.
we not have one?
So
No, I
I
think
want
we
to
know
get
the
like a
rough
little like
direction.
lock
No, but compass.
box. For,
Okay, yeah.
Like, gold
Actually,
and
is
stuff
they
to put
are
in.
they alive?
Where would I sort of get one basically? So obviously like
Yeah. Well, there are a few places you can try. There are stalls on the market that sell
Because we're
different
heroes.
trinkets. You never know. A blacksmith may sell one, or a jeweler's may have one. They'll probably obviously be a lot more high end. Equipment store may also have one. So it'll just be a case of just having a look around and
Yeah,
seeing what can be found.
sweet. I thought I'd ask because I want to sort of do that first. For
Yeah, no,
myself.
it's a good shout.
Do they have compasses nowadays?
They're not compasses, but there are ways that you. What is that old one?
Sundial.
called?
Sundial.
Sundial, yeah. You can get almost
The
like a
winter
hand
dial.
sundial,
So like you can see.
or
Do you want to get a map and I'll get
if
some?
any of you were rangers, you would be able to just basically stick your stick into the ground and be able to tell the time of day from that. But unfortunately, none of you are survival experts or attuned to nature and that
I
sort
think
of
I
way.
can take a feat or something like that that makes you know like the exact time of day and
There
the
is a
exact...
feat that you can take that does that.
Actually, I think anyone can
What?
take that.
Anyone can take
Yeah.
that feat, yeah, if they choose to take feats.
Yeah.
So basically, when
It's like an
when,
extra skill.
when you it's a feature.
Oh,
So
I was
when
about to say, I've
you,
got two.
at certain stages of your level,
Tell me,
you can
Count the
choose to either take 2 points to add to your stats, or you can choose to add a feature to your character. But the features obviously have to be relevant to your character. Like, Jodie's character Laura wouldn't take the weapon battle master feature.
Weapon master.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because however, Dave's character Green may well consider that. Your character could consider that as the fighter. So they're these things that only fit, but a lot of
Pull 'em
people prefer to put them on stats. So everyone's different.
I am listening. Sorry, I was too
Yeah,
busy
I'm
punching
sure
her in
you
the
are.
tit. Thanks, boobs.
So yeah, we want to do a little bit of shopping.
A little bit of
You'll
shopping.
do some shopping. You've been in and out of the city quite a lot, so you are quite aware of the shops that are in here. Market stalls are something that you've never really paid too much attention to, but
Yeah.
there is a vast market within the city.
I really want to be going.
Just either.
Yep.
It's like
So,
stand up and see you just like doing your dance moves, you know.
what are we going for first?
Are we going like as a group of going around?
Yeah,
or
we
are
could. I
gonna
mean,
go separate?
what do people need? I mean, something
It's good
for
to
winter.
draw up an inventory of what you need.
Yeah,
Is what would be
so-
wise.
So something for winter, like a heavier cloak kind of thing. I think we'd all want something like that. Maybe like Viola said, some like insoles for the boots kind of thing, like warmy stuff.
Clock.
You just put what?
Clock.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, I thought you were something else.
You had something in your
I
mouth.
thought she was
before, I was
channeling
like,
it in
what?
a gesture there.
Yep.
It's like you want a what?
So clothes. Maybe a map to Waterdeep or a map of the area could be quite good. Keep us on track.
I can't keep on track after hearing what was that.
Did you say you wanted new clothes or?
I wanted something warmer and obviously the shoe wise, and then I was gonna look for like a lock box to keep my like gold and stuff in,
Yeah, that's good.
because that's what I was talking to DM about.
Maybe like a coat with inner pockets, like inner.
Right,
Bit
that
in
dagger here, dagger
Yeah.
there.
I kind of want
A
to.
cloak of many pockets.
I kind of want to find like not a baby carrier, but kind of like a
Like a
bag.
puppy holder.
Like a satchel. sort
Yeah,
of
like
thing
a
that
satchel
goes-
On the
kind of
back
thing,
or on
like
the
the-
front?
I was about to say, are you
Like,
trying to tell
on the
us that you're
side.
like you're expecting?
no. But you know, Laurie, she's
I couldn't hold it for very long.
Kill it now!
Wow. Lucy just went all Hitler on us.
oh my gosh, she did. Ryan, can we swap seats? Because she's scaring me.
Do you think I'll
Oh,
survive?
Ryan's Jewish. He'd be gone.
God save me!
Anyway.
I don't want to go to a war as well.
Anyway, yeah, like a poppy holder because Laurie she's
Yeah.
small. She's not gonna be able to walk.
You
You
might
may be able
have
to
to
find
get
like a satchel. or
Yeah,
you
like
could-
they can fit in.
I mean, there are tanners that can make things like that for you,
Yeah.
like harnesses and stuff.
do
Get the
like a wrap kind
Like a
of.
baby holder thing.
Yeah. We'll see. Do we want horses, or a cart, or some description?
horse would probably be better than a cart. Because cart's gonna have
I mean,
more
we have the
meters.
money
What?
now. We could buy a horse.
How long would it take us in general?
You asking around, you do know that it is quite a travel.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 90 miles.
That's a long
You can
time.
travel up to 24 miles a day, so it's gonna be roughly 4 to 5 days. of travel.
Starburst and its music does not
And
help my
that's like
situation.
walking paces. And
That's walking.
That's walking,
I mean,
I mean, with the
with-
horses,
with-
they would have to be fed and.
yeah.
fed and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but there's
yeah.
lots of grass and
You'll have
stuff.
to buy. You'll have to get fodder and water. However, just to let you know that when you travel, that's the maximum hours you can travel in a day. That's 24 at a normal, 18 at a slow. At a fast, it's 30 miles a day.
There's an issue though, because if we get horses, Dave can only ride one.
And it can only go half pace as well.
He's
Yes, of
with
course,
his
because
fat
you're a
ass.
big. So it'd have to be a cart,
It would
which
have
would
to
be
be a
slower.
cart.
No, yeah, but could he not get a horse cart?
Yeah, but like, that's what I mean. Like, we can get a
You
cart
could-
with
you
a couple
could get
horses,
a
and Dave
cart
could sit in the cart.
with,
We can get a
Cart
coffin, put him in a
horses.
coffin, and just
and
hope
you can
that
sit
he
in
gets
the
it.
car.
Okay, so
How fast would a cart go? Would that make
It'll
any
still
difference?
It'll still be normal pace.
So I was
It's
right.
it's just basically easier for you guys as travellers, and if you needed to, there's that burst of speed that you can take.
Yeah. So like, if we wanted to run
Yeah.
from Knowles.
No, we want to fight them all, you know.
I
wait,
mean,
so what are we in agreement?
we could look
with?
into it, see how much
Horses,
they
cart,
are.
yeah.
I mean, because
has cart.
Because
I've never bought a
That's
horse.
got, yeah, why not?
because of all of us got money.
I'm thinking
now,
a cart
like,
would be good because then it'd give your legs a rest.
It's not just that. It's like if we do all of a sudden get into a battle in any way, like
Cover.
you got cover, you got
Unless someone
positional
Burst
advantage,
fire
yeah.
on the cart.
See where it's like.
You
sort
never know
of
what's
like,
going to happen, guys.
We're gonna die.
But disadvantage, we would have to stick to roads,
Yeah.
which probably isn't too bad a thing in these parts, especially if you go through the forests. Because I'm pretty sure you have to go through the Evermoors, or you have to skirt around it. We don't like the Evermore's. Evermore's bad. Evermore's bad, okay?
Right, what we decided?
Right, let's go clothes shopping. That
Go
seems
clothes
to be
shopping?
the main thing first.
Close.
Yeah, so as you are going to the great outdoors, you know of Rope for Heroes, which is an equipment store that could well maybe most of what you need.
Yeah, they'd have like nice travel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go there first?
See.
Okay, we'll go see Bear.
Yep, so you make your way over there quite easily. The streets are still really quite full. There's still the tents and still some of the market stores are still there. They are starting to pack away now, and you can see it is quite a mission for them bringing all the tent and the canopy and everything down.
Is this like the tournament was the end of the festival then? Yeah.
Yeah. So you enter the store, hear that familiar ding-a-ling-a-ling bell, and you see Bear there. If it isn't the champions, and he greets you with a fine smile. Please, what an honour to have such royalty in my store. What can I assist you with today?
Right, what store are we in now?
We're in Ropes of Heroes,
Mhm.
so basically we can get pretty much everything here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a equipment store.
I would like
Mhm.
a warm hat, warm cloak,
Mhm.
and something to keep my feet a bit warmer in my boots.
Oh,
But not too heavy.
I do have some these thick wool socks that are meant to help keep the cold away.
Okay, that sounds good.
He grabs them from the little shelving over there and he passes them to you, and they're really thick. They feel a bit scratchy, but you put your hand in them and it goes up to your elbow, and your hand's already starting to feel a bit hot and sweaty in there.
Okay.
And these can be worn over whatever feet protection you have now, or socks. Obviously, you don't wear them over your boots. That would be moronic.
Okay, so there's possibility of those. Anything else?
Oh yeah, well I've got winter is coming, so I've stocked up on hats, trousers, cloaks, blankets.
Fabulous. I will take a look.
Yep. So as you look over, you see quite a few different sort of hats. There's some like a traditional beanie hat. There's one with little ear flaps down. There's balaclavas
I like the ones with the ear flap.
with the ear flaps. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. You look over, and they are a sort of dirty brown cow leather with a nice soft wool lining on the inside.
Do you have any socks that are nice and soft like the inside of this hat?
I have socks that are nice and soft, but none as thick
Okay.
as the wool ones you
That's
have
fine.
there.
And cloak-wise, what do you got?
Cloak-wise, well, there's a beautiful variety there, and you see just like your standard cloak, just made with a thicker material, and it's slightly wider as well, so it could be potentially wrapped around yourself.
Ooh. Okay. I will have a look, and I'll just stand there and be
Yeah.
touchy-feely and
Violella's feeling up the merchandise, touching what she can. You look over and sometimes you see her just doing that with her face, as I know she would.
I'm just gonna look away.
And you three?
Yeah, Marcus, you go. Was there anything you wanted in here? Or?
I was still thinking what else I needed, so
Okay.
Yeah.
that's
Well,
why
in
I was
that case,
hoping like.
Do you have any kind of... I'm thinking like a waistcoaty type thing of like some sheep's wool, something nice to keep the body warm but keep your arms free.
Okay, so like
Like a jerkin kind of.
like a tank top, sort of.
it's
Will
called a
do.
gilet.
Yeah, like a gilet, like, you know what I mean. Like a jacket with no sleeves, kind of like a body warmer.
I have some basic leather armor.
No,
I'm
that,
afraid
that,
I
no,
don't-
that works.
I only have cloaks, I'm afraid, for warmth of the body.
Show me some of your nice cloaks then.
Well, they're right next to your friend there.
Is there any you would particularly recommend?
Well, I would always recommend the black one there. And as you look, you see the outside. It looks kind of looks really thick, not shiny at all, but you can see it's made of a really strong, smooth leather, and the inside is really quite soft.
And this is quite good for warmth.
Oh, it's fantastic for warmth. You see on the outside there, that is 100% pure leather, and the inside is wool. So thankfully, once your body generates heat, then the leather then stops it from escaping through the cloak, and it's just absorbed by the cotton. It's extra wide as well, so you can wrap it around yourself if the wind or the rain starts to bow down on you. It's somewhat waterproof. Nothing is really water resistant unless you have a spell of some sorts. But it holds its ground.
How much of one of them set you back?
6 silver. It's a very good price.
Can I try it on?
Yeah, of course.
Try it on.
Give it a twirl. As you put it on, you didn't actually see it when you were looking at it because it's on its hanger, but it's got a really thick collar up on it, and it comes up just halfway through your ears, and it just keeps your neck really nice and snuggled. It's something you can really curl up in.
Ooh, it's Viola. You try it on.
I tried this on and
Does he have just one of them, or is there a couple there?
Move forwards. You're out the camera shot.
Oh, I do a little dance.
Redo the dance.
Don't worry, folks. It's just a ghost.
Yeah.
You see the arms.
Yeah, I quite like it. What's the difference between the two that I've just tried on and that she's just tried on?
The one that you're trying on now, the one that she just passed you, is a thicker leather, so it does cost a bit more.
Than the other one that I've just...
It is, yes. It's a better quality leather.
Okay.
Like a flux leather.
Is there 2 of, or...?
There are a couple of them, yeah.
This could be a possibility.
Yes.
It was quite nice material, wasn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting excited. So
yeah,
I reckon this one. So maybe pick the size out and everything.
Yeah. Well, she's done that. Do you have any maps? We're heading towards Waterdeep, and we're a bit sketchy on the route.
I do have maps, however, maps are...
would you be able to recommend?
I can recommend you a route quite well. I'm very well travelled myself.
If you have any information for us, that would be awesome.
As maps go, I have them, but maps are expensive. I mean, getting the calligrapher to make them is big time money, but helpful.
What kind of price range are we talking for?
Your basic sort of style would be roughly 50 gold pieces.
Oh yeah, no, that's...
do you have a sundial then?
I do have a sort of experiment thing that I've been working on that helps you tell of which time of day.
What do you reckon?
Have a look at it.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah,
I love showing my inventions to people. So, you see, he gets out this big thing on the table. This is a sundial. It's big, it's clunky. Unless you've got a bag of holding, you are not taking this around with you.
Right, could be quite good though.
But,
1 second. Can I, as my level 3, can I get a bag of holding?
Anyone could get a bag of holding.
Oh.
You just got to get the money together to get one, or hope that I generate one.
You went really red then.
She wants it because it's basically a Hermione bag.
I know. I was so hoping we'd get one in that hall.
Right. Sorry. Carry on.
Yeah. I know you were. No, you should roll better. No.
Yeah.
So you got this. This is impractical. It's big. It's clunky. It's not going to work for you. However, I have devised a great, what I feel is a fantastic invention, and will soon be dispersed throughout the realm. Come with me. And he gests for you all to go into the back room.
Ooh, go and have a look.
Do you all follow?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume Brachus will follow.
Can I insight him just before he leaves, just to make sure
roll
nothing's
an
like...
insight check.
Dodgy.
No. I'm meant to be good at this. 4.
Yeah, you sense that he's really excited to show someone this.
Yeah.
He leads you into the back room, and it's as you go into the back room, it's quite an Aladdin's cave of items. You can see he's quite the inventor, this bear guy. You can see there's and also an extremely extremely good whittler. You see little wooden statues and little wooden figurines piled against the walls, and you see all these different traps. There's lots of different strings and all different contraptions all laid to the side. you see on the main wooden table, very well worn table, big chunks missing out, but stains on it. And you see what is on there is a small stick and a little thin wooden plaque. Please, come. Okay, so you see this. He shows you the little dial piece, and you see it's divided into 4 categories, and on different parts of that category is different parts of the sun, and slowly creating the moon. And watch this. So he puts it down on the ground, and he gets a little stick, and he just gently twists the stick in. Watch this. And he lights a candle and puts it over. He's like, right, the trick is knowing where the sun is setting and rising. So this is the direction that we are in. So he holds up the candle to the little device where he thinks or believes that the sun will be rising. And as he lifts it up, you see the shadow cast by the stick is lying on in between the first and second part of the sundial. See? It's telling the time.
That's amazing.
Yep.
That is so cool.
Yep. And as long as you position it correctly with the sun, I reckon this is going to go off quite well.
I know, that would revolutionise to be able to tell the time.
Yep.
Like,
that's right.
Exactly.
Impressive. I know.
Oh, yeah, that's liked it as well, have you?
No, he's not. He's still working on it. He's not going to sell it.
True.
Well, if you want to take it out into the world to try it out and give me feedback, I would be...
I mean, is that something you'd...
I mean,
we'd love to give it a try.
I've been trying to get out and field test this thing for the last year, but due to the growing popularity of my store, I'd have to make enough money to have an assistant. I can't leave it. I need the money.
I mean, we'd love to field test it for you.
If you're willing to field test it for me, that would be fantastic. Like
it sounds like something you'd like to do, Vaya.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh well, what a prosperous day this is turning out to be. I mean, I'll show you how to work this mechanism properly, and I'd absolutely love it if you could take this out.
Oh, that'd be fabulous, thank you.
Well, we'll finish up with any of the other purchases, and then I'll give you a crash course on how to use it.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, good day indeed.
Right, I go back out there, I put my lovely warm cloak on that I definitely going to buy.
Yeah.
And my little hat and my fluffy insoles.
Oh, I want to ask him about the pup situation.
Yeah.
Something if he has any ideas, like...
The baby.
You know,
I don't
unusually
wanna
you're
carry
not
her.
the first person to come up with
And
this.
she's too tiny to walk all the time. Just something to carry her in.
Such little legs.
Yeah, and I don't really want to put her in the bag because there's not much
fair.
room in there. I'd like her to see the world.
Yeah, well, I mean...
At least until she's bigger and can walk a little
I
bit
have
better.
some bags in the corner there. I mean, she may well fit into one of them, but I am a tanner by profession. I mean, if you want...
if there's something you could
if
fashion
you want
for
something
me.
purposely built, I could do that in a matter of days.
Yeah, we weren't looking to be here for it.
But by all
More than
means, please, inspect the bags.
Yeah, I'll go over and see if there's any that's like...
When you go over there, you see there's a number of different shaped satchels, different sizes. You see also there's a couple of what would be classed nowadays of like duffel bag sort of size ones that sling over the shoulder.
But kind of more rounded.
A bit more rounded, and they also have like a handle on them.
Oh, that could be good. Is there any like... Can I test Laurie in them, see if she fits?
Oh, she is quite adorable.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's a black Springer, by the way.
Oh, of course she is.
Spring-a-doodle.
Yeah, so I'm going to test her in some of the bags, see if there's any that she prefers.
Yeah.
She's not nibbling on any of them.
You fit her in the satchel, and she fits okay in the larger satchels, but you see
It's
that
a
she
bit
has
like-
to be sitting up like that.
She's not that comfortable.
She definitely fits better in the more cylindrical duffel style bags.
Something that she could lie down in.
Yeah.
Do they have like... I'm guessing is it like a flap over kind of thing?
It is a flap over sort
So
of
you
thing.
could, like,
It's
keep the
so
flap
it's a
open.
flap over with 2 buckles either side.
Oh, okay. But this one seems to be quite good. And then it's got a handle on it, yeah?
It does have a handle, yes.
I lift it up with her still in it.
Yeah.
Seems like this one.
Yeah. And when you put it on, you do find that it is slightly uneven.
I was going to say,
only because of the length of it and the limited size that your puppy is. But she could potentially grow into fitting into it a bit better.
Could he not like?
is it comfortable to wear? Like, obviously, because we're going to be she's not going to be in it all the time.
As it's in, you do feel it digging into your shoulder a little bit.
Is there anything you could put on like the shoulder, like a padding or?
Oh well, I've got some socks.
Wrap a sock around it.
Or I mean, just a bit of cloth, perhaps. Just
Yeah.
wrap a bit of cloth.
Okay. How much for the duffel bag?
This is priced at £1.
I think she's worth it.
She says that now.
Yeah, I say that now before she runs off.
It feels like only yesterday you were all here buying your tents and supplies and your boots.
Yeah.
Ah,
Good old.
I mean, it was only 12 days ago, but still. So why you two are bag buying, looking at cloaks and hats, you both?
I'm gonna look at some winter clothing anyway.
Mhm.
So I want to look at like a hooded cloak, but not really much of a cloak. It's like a jacket type cloak.
Okay, so like a wide cloak that could be wrapped around you, sort of thing.
Pretty much.
As Viola's pulling out, don't like that, don't like that, don't like, ooh, that one's like, don't like that. And as she flicks one of those out, like it falls at your feet, and as you pick it up, you do see that it is a cloak with a hood, and it is quite wide. It is made of a fine leather,
Mm-hmm.
but the inside of it isn't overly like thick and wool.
Okay. Do you have anything that actually has like sort of pockets with it?
So what was it you want? You want something that's cloak with a
I
hood?
want something
and
that's like sort of it's warm and it covers me, but then again I want to sort of use it to like sneak around if I need to and to like hide things in at the same time.
Okay.
And it has to be black. That's a requirement.
That's
for
the.
me.
Well, I have these. Would you mind passing me that? He points to you. And he lays that open on his desk. You see, well, they're not the biggest of pockets, these ones. They're made merely more for sneaking things. And as he opens it, you see it is just a little. There's on the left breast.
Yeah.
There's 2 slits.
Mhm.
Each slit is maybe an inch in diameter.
Yeah.
And so you can see just slide it in, and on the other side there are slits like that, so they go downwards, so they're more pockets,
Yeah.
but they are only like an inch
Yeah.
deep,
Yeah.
and
So,
there's no like clip to stop things from falling out.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
I built these for more incognito, discreet sort of things. You know, if you've got a small key or quite a few of my customers like to have a lucky gold coin with them in case they find themselves in trouble and need a little bit of coin to get out of a sticky situation. Perhaps you do note that with the long slits, you do note that they would actually be quite a good place for your lockpicks.
Yeah. What would it be good for the winter? Is it?
It's not as thick as some of the other people
Yeah.
have, but if you were to have maybe another layer underneath,
Yeah.
then it could be fine.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll take that,
Mhm.
and I'm looking for like a warm top.
Okay. Well, I do tunics in the corner there next to the cloaks. So it's like hats, cloaks, tunics, bags.
Okay.
And there are some nice tunics there.
Yeah.
The more high-end ones are made of pure leather.
Mhm.
There are some that are padded and others that are just like plain cloth.
Okay, I'll look at the padded ones.
Yep. The padded ones, they are a dark brown. There isn't any black ones.
Mhm.
They're padded in like a crisscross pattern on them,
Yep.
and they are stuffed with a very thin type of wool.
Sounds like
Yeah,
it'd be good.
I'll take that. Have you got any like shoes?
I have boots.
Yeah, boots. Anything that's light but warm. Something that don't really make too much noise with.
I mean, Thing is with my boots, that either more tactical or more for well built. If you're wanting something to keep yourself warm, I would recommend the foot socks that I've recommended to your friend here. I mean, he looks down at your boots. Your boots look fine, just perhaps something a little bit warmer on your feet would help fight the cold that is coming in. And a bitter winter the mages are saying that we are expecting.
Alright, I'll take some socks.
Yeah.
And that's that. Here's a question. Do you have any like lock boxes or coin pouches?
Oh, I have coin pouches. I mean, I have some lock boxes, and he points to just on the till on the counter, but they're quite like
They're quite
trunky
big,
sort of boxes,
Yeah.
like double handle on the side sort of thing.
I'll
But
just carry that one.
Mug
Look at
me,
me,
I
guys,
dare
I'm
you.
not
Trying to like holding.
I suppose you could use it as a weapon.
Yeah. But no, I have great leather pouches. I mean, I personally don't carry a coin pouch. I think a coin pouch is leading for trouble, but you know, I know people still love them. And he goes underneath his counter and he pulls out a little box. And there's some that are like your traditional sort of teardrop pouch, and there are other ones that clip onto your belt.
Yeah.
Kind of like a belt, and then they have a little buckle on them. So
That's caught Laura's attention. She's like,
yeah. So like with the pouch, you would tie it to yourself.
Yeah.
But with these,
easily
these are
sliced.
my patented invention, I might add. You have to clip it on, and he shows you his own little
Money.
clip. And so you have to clip that on itself, and then to get in, there's another buckle to unclip. So if someone were to try and steal from you, it would be a lot harder, because the pouches, they either sit in your pocket or you tie them on with a string. They are not
need
suitable
one of these.
for carrying a gentleman's money.
How many do you have of these?
Oh, I have at least 8 last time I did my stock count.
Do you have any different designs, or they're just
They,
one design?
all of them are just plain black with a small bronze buckle on the front and the little silk and another bronze buckle on the back.
Sweet, I'll take one.
Ah, brilliant.
I think it's
May
gonna
we
check it
have
for me.
one each as well, please?
You can indeed. I'm just writing it, pressing
Yeah,
it
yeah.
down and then I'll...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like something. I mean, we had a bit of trouble over in Netherlands, and didn't we?
You're in
Guys.
trouble. I want to freaking come. I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
I
so
mean-
something like that would be
I mean, I
extremely
don't
helpful.
understand why people just tie coin purses to themselves.
I mean, if there's only a couple of gold in it, then
Even I mean, these are just 4 copper pieces. Like, this would protect your money for such a low fee, you know? And with its ingenious design, I mean, I'm not saying you won't get pickpocketed, but you're gonna feel it if someone tries tugging on that, because the way it's laid out, it doesn't look like it's attached to you like that.
it's very smart thinking there.
I am more than just a hunter. What else can I help you with?
Green, is there anything you wanted?
I'll take a pair of socks and
Socks,
one
yeah.
of the coin.
And one of the coin things.
Yeah.
Cool.
Have you got your winter stuff?
I'll get it from the other shop that we went to before to get my.
Yeah, good
Oh
shout.
yeah, because there's a
Tay-Tays.
Yeah.
Tay-Tay.
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 The big man shop.
Um,
That's it, and then the Sunday, I think, isn't it?
what I do want to try and do,
Mhm.
this is to do with like the coin pouches anyway. Even though I've already get one anyway, I want to try and get one, but I want it to be connected to the actual belt. But I want to like the pouch to go inside the actual bottoms and hide it inside the bottoms.
Okay, so you want something like, I'm gonna say like a fanny pack,
Yeah.
but on the inside.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. Well, I see what you mean. Perhaps if I could certainly make one. I'm afraid I don't have anything like that, but I could certainly, give me. So what would you want? It would be like, it'd be on a belt, but it goes under the trousers.
Yes.
And would you want secret compartments in the belt?
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Okay. Well, I could. Yes, I could do that. I mean, it would take me. I don't know, maybe a week. Could I? I could certainly.
Sweet.
Could post it. Would you be able to post it?
Are you leaving?
Yeah, we're heading towards Watersteep.
Okay. Well, I mean, of course I know that. You just told me. Well, if you have a address in Waterdeep, I could, obviously for an extra charge, I could certainly post it, or if not, I can just hold it back here and add it to my collection of bits.
Or collect when we come back around.
Yeah, I'll say collect when we come back
Yeah.
around. Yeah, if you
Yeah, well, give me come back a bit later, and I'll fetch you a price on that, and we'll go over the schematics of it. I mean, I don't want to create something, have you wait for however long, and then for it to be wrong. But yes, well, we can definitely create that
That's
together.
great.
I think that'd be. I love making things.
I love making people.
Do I
happy.
remember correctly? You said you were a leather worker.
I'm a tanner by
That's the
profession.
My pooch bag.
Pooch, yes.
Would you? How difficult would it be to etch something? Is it the? Slight backtrack. What's the bag made of? Is it just fabric or is it
It's like
leather?
a leather.
Leather.
Yeah.
Would
It's
you
in
be able to
good
etch
quality.
a symbol into it?
What symbol are you?
And I'll take out a piece of parchment and I'll sketch the symbol for, is it Sylvanus, the god?
Yeah.
I think it's like an oak leaf type thing.
You know what? I don't have that exactly, but because as he does this and he brings out this big thing of like stamps, like
Yeah.
wood clogging wood. You have noticed that on all of his stuff that there is a rope tied in a knot printed on the chest part
Oh,
of
like
all his
like
stuff.
etched into it kind of
Yeah,
thing.
on the bag it's printed on the front flap.
Yeah.
And he starts pulling out all these little things, and he pulls out what looks like an oak leaf. I could easily just smack that into it.
That would be perfect.
I mean, it's not 100%. I wouldn't want to
No.
offend your god, but
But no, something like that would be amazing.
and what would you want this on?
The pooch bag.
The pooch bag. Where would you want it? I mean, obviously it's already got my symbol.
Oh yeah,
on
no,
there,
and I
and-
wouldn't want to. Maybe
No.
the opposite side. Maybe on the back.
Not even a problem. I wouldn't even charge.
That would, if you could do
Yeah.
something like that, that would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I could do that.
Thank you.
Is there anything else? I mean, I assume obviously you're travelling. That is why. And what of it being the beginning of winter? You're doing
Hence
the right thing.
Yeah, hence the. I mean, we have our tents and our blankets.
Well, I mean,
and-
the tents and bedrolls I
but
supplied
they're
you
perfectly-
should be sufficient enough. I mean, obviously, if there's heavy snow, I wouldn't recommend sleeping in a tent. Try to find
no.
maybe a more natural cover, cave, or if you know the snow is coming, not venturing out at all. I mean, we haven't had a Yeti invasion here in, well, I can't even remember, but they're always around and being so close to the mountains that we are.
Target practice.
That's right. I'd say you're all suited and booted up.
Yes, you've been
Yes,
extremely
lovely.
helpful
Yeah.
with it.
So let's. You see him. He's been writing all the things you've been looking at down. So let's have a little look. The little coin satchels. They are 4 copper pieces each.
Yep.
So I don't know if you want to make a note and then deduct it, or however you're going to do it.
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Socks, to whoever wants them, are 2 copper pieces.
I won't bother
Sweet.
with them.
Cloaks, 6 silver.
6 silver.
Your bag,
Yep.
Elora, 1 gold piece with a free stamp. And your shirt, Baracus, was 4 copper. It was the mid-range one.
Nice. There's no copper.
I've got no copper
What
then.
about my hat?
Oh, you wish for the hat. Oh,
Yes.
is that the mid-range one you're looking at? I see. Is that
Yes,
the one with the
flap,
ears?
yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's 2 copper pieces.
Now it's me thinking she was going to go for a wizard one.
Those have
No,
been
that's
quite
why I
popular.
put it hard.
This thing called Barry Trotter came out and just flying out. Can't make enough of them.
Oh, that was very popular.
Oh, yes.
You know those
Right,
tries,
how do I
you
work
know?
this out?
Mhm.
Because there's silver.
So what's your total so far?
2, 4,
No, so
8 copper pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the 6
6 silver.
What's that?
So basically, you just take it off
Yeah.
there.
So I've already
Yeah,
taken
we'll do
those
that
ones
later,
off
don't worry.
of mine as it
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
You've got plenty.
I just checking.
Right, you have plenty now.
Yes, make sure you keep track on your.
I
What happened
know.
last time?
Yes.
Don't be a
She
goblin
struck the
boo.
DM. She struck the DM.
A dragon appears!
I'm allowed.
Five back.
What?
Well, oh, what a great influx of coin I've had today. I mean, winter is always a great time for me. Sorry, I don't know your name.
Viella.
Viella, you didn't know your own name then. Well, would you like to come up the back and I'll show you how to work the sundial? I mean,
Yes.
you're all welcome to watch, or
I
if
was
you
saying,
anything
do you
else you
want
wish
to
to do during
Yeah,
your day.
I'll go with her.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just gonna try on my stuff.
Yeah. Just
You're
get
there,
comfy.
so you're gonna stay in the store like modelling to yourself.
Yeah. Like,
You're gonna go to Tay-Tay's.
Yeah.
Yep. So you go to walk out the door, be like, and he leads you both into the back.
Turn around
We'll go with Green on the way to Tay-Tay's. Yep. So you're quite familiar with where the store is. So you've become quite attached to this place, and you see the usual out the window. Looking in, you see the you see that old human. You see him measuring a tunic that's on a mannequin. As you walk in, ding. Oh, you again.
Yep.
Welcome again. I wasn't expecting to see you so soon.
Well,
What can I assist you with, my good
Need-
friend?
need winter stuff.
Oh, it is chilly out
There
there.
it is.
And what is it that you're wanting?
Cloak or something that's warm.
Well,
To keep.
here at Tay-Tay's we can certainly accommodate you in your big, robust build, of course. Well, let me have a look in my drawers. He goes off around the back, and he 5 or 6 minutes later he comes back with a arm full of different multicolored coats and robes. Sorry, my phone's going off.
Who's that?
Mum, go away! How do I get it to hang up? Decline. Do you know what? I set it to do not disturb.
Yeah, but what did you set to do not disturb? Was that on the mobile or Facebook?
On my mobile.
He's like, hello D&D services.
Can I not just click do not disturb and then nothing happens? I'm being taught how to use my phone now.
Did you turn on the do not disturb thing?
It's like do not disturb.
It's like, hello, a DM
I don't know.
speaking.
It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure she'll try calling back again. In a second.
I know, but I didn't know like if you did it on
That
the
was
Facebook.
not embarrassing at all.
Oh, God,
Wow.
mine's gonna
Now
go off
that is a
next, innit?
blooper if I've ever seen one.
Put your phones on silent quick.
Yeah, there's me. Like, oh yeah, put your phones on silent, guys.
I just text her. We're still playing,
Leave me alone. That's her saying she wants hongs.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
basically.
Most probably.
Where's my food?
Well, that's where we're going once we finish.
That's what we're going.
Or we were either going to have Napoli or we were going to have Hongs,
Yeah,
and
I
then
was
they
like,
just goes,
oh,
I
I'll
fancy
just get
Hongs.
Jodie messaged the other day like hongs.
Guys,
Hongs.
back in the game.
Sorry, we got
Sorry.
distracted by food and technology.
Sorry, that's one of the cloaks.
Hongs the cloak.
Well, I have a variety of cloaks and stuff here for you, and he lays them out nicely on one of the centre tables, and they're all very thick, all really well. I mean, you saw the stuff that Bear was making,
Yeah.
and it was really good quality stuff that Bear had, but it didn't have the intricate details that these have, and they're all different colours. There's dark burgundies, there's bright reds, purple, dark brown, some black ones. There's ones with high built collars, there's also ones with hoods, and there's ones that just have a nice little, that just flow beautifully.
I'll go for a
Fancy one with a
Oh yeah, so that one is a particularly nice one. What colour is that again?
any, I'm not fussed.
You're not fussed about the colour.
No,
There's
I'm not
there's multiple colours. There's
There's a
dark
nice
reds.
red. If there's
There is a
dark
nice blood
red. Oh,
red.
yeah.
Oh well, that is one of my favourite colours and one of our most popular sellers today. It's been quite fantastic. You see there the stitching on the collar there, how it just brings up to it looks fantastic on you, I must say. That will keep you very warm. Is there anything else you wish?
Just one more
Oh,
request. Would
please.
you put that on?
Oh,
on
but
this as
but
well?
of course, that would take me a moment. He grabs the emblem there, and you see him. He lays it down nicely. And got his little measure out, and he's there making sure. Would you mind just trying it on so I can make sure I'm lining up properly on the breast? And then he puts it there. And
He
he,
wants to touch your breast.
and he gets there and he feels it and just makes sure it's proper on your big breast. And he's like, oh yes, well I think that's quite right. And he whips it off you and lays it down. And he's just there for about 2 or 3 minutes, and he's like really quick, and just presents it to you, and you have this beautiful deep red cloak with the emblem of the champions on.
All you need now is a bra for those
All you need now
breasts.
is a bra for those
Oh,
big
yeah.
breasts.
They stay free.
Yes, they free
That is
wobbly.
just 8 gold, my friend.
Yeah.
Marvellous. Well, is there anything else in which I can
That's
assist you? Well,
That's it for the minute.
a good day, sir. And if you have any problems with the cloak at all, please just come and see me. We do not offer shoddy work in this place.
I know.
Your loyalty is always appreciated, of course.
Of course. That's why I decided to come back.
We do our best. And he bids you a good day. While all that was happening, we'll go back to Rope for Heroes, where you are being taught how to use your new prototype sundial. So he goes on to you about the different positions of the moon and how where it sets, where it rises. Also tells you about you need to make sure of cloud. If it's a cloudy day, the reading may not be as accurate at times. So you need to make sure that you are looking at this, but also using your common sense at the same time. And obviously, don't use it at night. It's quite obvious that it's night time. Yep. So he lays it on the table for you. Here you go. Give it a go.
Okay.
He lays the thin dial on the table, gives you the stick, and gives you a lit candle.
Mm.
Yeah. Please roll a intelligence check.
Hallelujah, you didn't give up on me.
Oh,
Just straight up intelligence.
2 plus 2. Oh no, that's thingy, isn't it? Oh.
Yes, it's just straight up whatever intelligence. It's the same.
That's not a d20.
Ah, because it was a big one.
That's a d12.
That's
See
good
there.
because she rolled a 6.
Yeah.
13, 14, 15.
Yeah. So you grasp it quite well, and it's like, oh, well, that's fantastic. Now, what if I were to do this? And he cups the light, blocking it a little bit. Please make a survival check.
Where am I? 14.
14? Yep. Ah, a little bit impressed. One last one, and he cups it even more, really trying hard to block the light out. Please make a nature check.
She's the one who's getting all the checks.
4.
4. Well, that one was a little harder, I suppose, but I think you've got the gist of it, you know?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And he's showing you all these different methods of how to align it, and just to, you know, make sure you've got it, and you feel quite confident that you've got this.
Okay.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
And you receive the prototype sundial. So put that onto your inventory, please. And please, you know where I am. Please write to me and let me know of its progress. Or when your friend comes and collects his belt, you know, please give me all the intel you can on it. And well, if it's a success, I may be able to give you one for free.
That'd be fabulous, thank you.
I mean, having an item endorsed by the champions. The possibilities. The marketing schemes. I mean, oh, the help it would bring to people out in the wilderness.
do I have anything here to write stuff down? Like,
Yep, so this is your added inventory features. Or you can start writing stuff in your notebook, wherever you
no, I
know
know.
that will
No, I was
check.
just saying, like, if I had a notebook to write stuff down.
You could put it in with equipment. Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
You said something about routes to Waterdeep. Is there a route that you would recommend?
Oh,
we
yes.
Take, or
I mean, there are many routes to Waterdeep, naturally. I mean,
like any advice you could give us would be brilliant.
oh, I would obviously recommend you go the most direct route, which is from Silvery Moon, Everland. Then once you get to Everland, head southwest and follow the river through there. That is the River Dessarin. Dessarin. And once you get there, that river will branch off down to the south through the Golden Fields. I wouldn't recommend going there. It is quite harsh terrain, very mountainy. Once you get to that point, just keep going. You'll follow the road, the main road, and you'll go through a couple of villages. And yes, it's really an easy route to take. But well, we all know what times these are. That will be your most direct route.
That would be, yeah.
Other routes in which you could take would be going through the river Suberin, up through the Mithril Halls, through the Evermoors, Mirkwood, going along the spine of the world. There are many avenues in which you can take.
Is it kind of like all roads lead to Waterdeep kind of thing here?
All roads eventually lead towards deep.
In a very circular fashion.
In a very, staggered fashion. But yeah, the most direct route. Be around 90 miles, I'd say. 4, maybe 5 days travel. There's a couple of villages along the way. You can choose to make camp at those. I've not visited these villages myself. They are probably more hamlets, I suppose, would be the most appropriate way to describe them.
Okay.
So you might be able to find hospitality from the local residents, but yeah.
Oh, that's very helpful. Thank you very much.
And you've got those instructions, yes?
Yes.
Yes, head
My memory's quite good.
southwest once you're onto Everland, follow the river and then stick to the path once you get to the crossing.
Yes, because else it goes south to the Golden Fields, which we do not want to go to.
No. So once you get to there, there'll be a bridge. Go over that bridge and follow that road, and that road will lead you straight into the heart of the Waterdeep.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, I mean, if you do get to Waterdeep, have fun. It's a great city. I spent much of my childhood there. Trying to find the dragon's treasure, and it's great.
There's a treasure?
Well, there's not really a treasure, there's always, every city has its fairy tale of how it came to be and of its adventures and glory and its origin. And, yes, many of great time in the Waterdeep. One of my favourite pubs is there, actually, the Portal. It's great.
Actually, I was just about to ask that. Is there anywhere you would recommend staying, or...?
Oh, the Yawning Portal, for sure. I'd say it's one of my favourites, to be quite honest. But, yeah, it was a good time. Good times. However, be on your best behaviour. You don't want to end up in front of the court there. They are pretty law-abiding and not as... I mean, Silvery Moon is glorious in its ways, but there is a little bit of leeway within the laws of Silvery Moon, which are not had in the cities of Waterdeep.
We will take that noted.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that.
Yes. And you, my colourful tiefling, this belt creation that we're doing, tell me more.
Yeah.
Tell me more of which you wish me to create for you.
Well, I want it to be light, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Hidden compartments.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter of colour because no one's going to see it unless I strip
You
there.
should whip it out, yes.
Yeah. And just something that's comfortable.
So, would you like me to create a long piece of leather and within it is a slit that you could hide things? It wouldn't be thick. Or would you wish for me to create you like a belt that has a flat sort of bag attached to it that would sit against your skin? I mean, you wouldn't be able to put loads of stuff in it. It would be more... I suppose you could put a very small amount of coin in there, but anything bulky when you bend over would dig into and be quite uncomfortable. But I suppose it would be good for documents and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be something that you'd want, or would you want something more of the belt in which you insert things, or more of a pouch?
We'll try and the first idea that you had.
Okay.
And work from there.
And that was the belt with the slit running around it so that you might deposit small items. So how thick would you like the leather? Like how wide are we talking here? Because if it's too wide when you bend over, obviously it would be extremely uncomfortable.
Not too wide, but something that I can actually move about and obviously bend down.
What are you wanting to put in it? Because I mean, obviously putting large amounts of money in there would be very uncomfortable to yourself?
Just odd bits and bobs.
Okay. Because I mean, with the thickness, I'm just a bit afraid that putting it in will open the slot too much and it will remain open and would be uncomfortable for yourself.
I'm willing to try.
Well, if you're willing to
I'm
try,
willing to try.
I'm willing to create. Yes, let's do this. Stay still, and he goes around you and he starts taking the measurements of your waist. And would you like? I'll try and create some sort of in thing, you know, because if you put a belt buckle on it, it will dig in and be quite uncomfortable. So I'll try and create something that allows it to seamlessly slip into each other in like a sort of grasping way. Yes, I think he starts muttering to himself. Yeah, yes. Well, I would say at least 10 gold would help cover my resources and my time and creations and various other prototypes, which I'm sure I will end up throwing in the bin. But
yeah, that's fine with me.
Fantastic. We have an accord, yes, and
Marvellous.
sweaty hands.
Very sweaty hands.
Excellent. Knock 10 gold off your inventory. And you have a belt prototype being made. Lots of prototypes being chucked around today.
Make them work.
Fantastic. Well, unless there's anything else on which I can help you find people out with.
No, I think that'll be everything. Thank you very much for your help.
Do I need to come back for my bag, or is that something he's been done?
Your bag was done within seconds. Like, he literally just pressed the stamp in it, got his big wooden mallet and
Put the puppy in the bag.
If the symbol should take many years to fade, but if you find it is starting to lose its shape, please come back, no charge.
Thank you.
Well, good luck. I will see you soon, and please keep me informed on the dial. I can't wait to see how it turns out.
Definitely, thank you.
Well, good day and happy adventures.
Good day, thank you.
You walk out the shop.
I'm gonna put Laurie in the bag. Put the bag on.
Yeah.
You gonna, little bub?
Sometimes she'll like move, and then you'll like feel a bit uneasy. You feel like
it's gonna take a while to get my.
It feels like you've been drinking.
Really uncomfortable. Like, it's not uncomfortable, but unusual that it's there, and you find yourself holding it to your side a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to. You almost feel like she's about to fall out. You know she's firmly in there, but when she moves, like tips forward, it's like, oh, no, my baby. Like, just find yourself keeping your hands on the strap.
Can you adjust the strap?
It's not an adjustable strap, but the strap itself just comes to your hip.
Yeah, so it's just sat on my hip.
It's quite an appropriate size.
Yeah. It should be fun. We'll get used to it. She's not going to be in there all the time, so it's just for the long walks.
So you're just going to walk like you're drunk, pretty much.
Oh no, I'll get used to the gait of it. You know, just start
Any
walking
chance
on
that
the
I can
lead.
find a bag of holding? Or where would I
You
go?
can certainly try.
Oh, we can go to the magic shop.
Yep, you know that
I was going to say, would it be in there, surely, because it is magic in it.
Handful of stars. Let's go to the magic shop. Let's see what goodies they have.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, so you make your way to the handful of stars. You open the door and you see the familiar sights. You are perusing the shelves. Is there, apart from the bag of holding, is there anything else you wish to find in here?
I've still got my one coal for my... What's it spell?
Your animal.
So that's enough, isn't it?
Oh, I want to ask if they have any healing potions in here.
So give me 1 second. DM loading screens.
Oh, I've got one, haven't
Just a bit of buffering.
Just a little buffer wheel coming up. I'd love to have like a thing that just has everything for me. That would be absolutely amazing.
That would be good.
No. Well, I wouldn't want you to.
It's like, we'll take this, and this. We'll go.
Done. Right, is this alphabetical? Because it would be amazing if it was. No. Of course it's not alphabetical. Why would it be? That would just
Make it too
be.
easy.
That would be too easy. Right, there we go. Right, well. you are in Handful of Stars, the magic shop with your basic potions and spell supplies. The owner is behind the till, doing her usual things, talking to her customers.
I'll let you go first. If I remember rightly, we did not have a good experience in here the first time.
No, we did.
No, this one is the alchemists.
Yeah, he didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. I go up and I'm gonna say all this in halfling.
Ah,
Good morning, Maisie.
morning.
How are you?
I'm great. It's nice to see you so soon.
Yes. Just a quick thing. I was just wondering if you had any healing potions.
Oh yes.
On hand.
Oh, I have a couple. Not many. I mean, well, I know you were very successful in trials, but others not so much.
No, that was a bit. It was
Yeah.
such a sad thing. I mean, that poor guy.
Mm.
I mean, we only saw one of the rounds, but that just.
Yes, I saw some of it, and I was in the back ways of it and helping and assisting in whatever healing I could. And,
Oh, that's very nice, kind of you.
well, it was.
Yeah, it was a bit touch and go. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We were lucky.
Yeah.
We were very lucky.
Oh yeah. But congratulations, and what can I help you with today?
Healing potions, if you have any.
I have some greater and some basics.
Basics.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
a basic would be brilliant.
Well, I've got 4 left and 25 gold pieces each.
I'll take one of the basics.
Okay, yes.
And my friend here, she's had a bit of a lifelong dream.
You see her look at you, look back, you don't understand what's happened. There's language which you're speaking. Does she speak halfling?
She has a lifelong dream of owning a bag of holding. We heard about it when we were young.
Don't we all?
I know, and you don't. Do you have any? I know it's a bit of a random question.
Well, I
Or-
personally, I haven't seen a bag of holding in a very long time.
No, I know they're very rare. And
I've
she's just.
I see them shaking their heads and I'm like, oh.
We're not shaking our heads, we're smiling.
Yeah. Just keep smiling.
Well, I don't, I'm afraid, have a bag of holding.
Would you?
The only reason I don't is due to the expense of them, but you may be able to find one in some of the more larger cities.
How? I know they're expensive. How much do they generally go for if you buy them outright?
Well, last one I saw, and this is going a few years ago, just 1,500 gold pieces.
Oh wow.
It is a wondrous item.
Yes, it is. Oh wow. I think she's going to be disappointed.
Yes.
I don't think she's ever going to be able to find one.
Well?
Just keep smiling.
Well, last time I saw one, it wasn't even one. It was quite dramatic, really. I was out in the sandpits on the spine of the world, and there's a rather dodgy little gypsy stall there, and they were selling what I thought were bags of holding. And when I saw a customer go in to have a look, he put his arm in, and he never came back.
Oh.
Turns out it was a bag of devouring. And,
Oh.
Yes.
Viola just sees my shocked face. Is like, what?
Yes, it was quite the traumatic ordeal, and well,
I didn't know they did things
all
like
the
that.
authorities were
What?
notified, and
Tell me!
the dealer was dealt with, and well, as far as I'm saying, he was sent to the gallows, of course, for selling
Oh,
a bag
wow.
of holding as
Are
this.
you two with
and
us or not?
It is a very easy
not
thing to miss. They look almost identical.
I
It's
know,
just
they're very
only
hu-
until it's too late.
I
unless
turn
you're a
around, walk
powerful
away and go and
sorcerer.
have a look around the store because I'm getting
Yes.
bored waiting.
But so if you do find one, be careful.
Yes, all the tests.
But is there anything else on which I could help you with?
Just. Do you have any interesting potions, like things that would come in handy for journeys?
Well, I mean, I kind of just have I have your basic ones, potions of climbing, greater strength, and unfortunately, it's the alchemists that would have the more
Yes.
exotic things. I mean, I've got lots of spell supplies. If you need any charcoal or feathers or bat droppings or anything that you need, I'm fully stocked. But I'm afraid brewing is not, not where I shine. I hate to admit it.
That's
Being a
understandable.
halfling, you think we'd be great at this sort of thing, but
You do good at what you do.
no, I thank you. And we keep our stocked on our supplies. So.
Yeah. I was just trying to think if there was actually.
If there's any other...
Just the potion, I think.
Just a healing potion? Don't fancy potentially a greater healing for 50 gold?
No.
Okay, that's fair. I don't sell many, oddly enough.
No, just the...
I mean, it's
just the backup, I think.
Someone came in the other day for supreme healing. I'd have to work for the rest of the year.
Wow.
Yeah, however, it takes nearly 6 months just to brew one bottle. It's a lot of work that goes into it.
Yes. Cool. I'll call over to Viola back in common.
Yes.
Okay, I'm good. They have potions.
That's nice.
I'm sorry, dear. I do not have a bag of holding. However, in the larger cities, you may get lucky. Or you never know. Maybe find a dragon's hoard.
Okay, it's worth an ask.
Yeah, always. And if I ever hear one going for a reasonable price, perhaps I'll purchase it in the hopes that you'll return.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes. And what name shall I'll keep it in my books if it's okay, and if one comes up.
We're going under the name of CB4.
The CB4?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. The champions.
Yes.
She makes a little note in her journal.
Okay.
The CB4 bag of holding.
Yeah.
I was going to say, the champions.
Can we go and get the horses now, please?
Are we going horses? I didn't...
I was about to say,
Okay.
we ain't
Yes,
fully
but
done,
I'll
are we?
just have like one normal potion.
Yep, that's fine. Yep, so that's 25 gold pieces.
25 gold. Healing. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Macy.
Ah, well, a good day and happy adventures, and long live the CB4, the champions of the Silver Hand.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Baracus, what is it you are doing, my friend?
I want to. I want
Tell me what you
to.
want, what you really, really want.
I want to adjust the string on my short bow,
Okay, yeah.
or maybe look at like a new short bow.
Okay. Hard Hooks is a great place to go. They are the blacksmiths, but they also specialise in weapons. They supply to the armory.
I'll go there.
Yeah, so while these guys went off to Handful of Stars, you make your way to Hard Hooks. You're familiar of where it is, as your fellow compadre, Green, was there and got his shield fixed.
Good old
Or
boy.
adjusted, as it were. Yeah, what is it I can assist you with?
I'm looking to either get a new short bow or adjust the string just so it's a bit tighter on my actual short bow that I've got.
Okay. So you make your way to Hard Hooks. It's quite easy, I mean, you already know where it is, but it's also quite easy to spot. There's always a thick black cloud above it from the fire pits working with them. As you push open the thick wooden doors, you're met by a shop full of different types of weapons, each lined against the wall, different areas dedicated to different types. As you walk in, you're seen automatically by the big half-orc, the proprietor of the blacksmith. Yes, how can I help?
Greetings. I'm looking into either adjusting the string on my short bow, so I show my short bow,
Okay.
or maybe looking for a new one.
Takes your short bow, aims it, and bing. Oh, the string is a little loose. I will admit. This is a light short bow, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I've got some nice short bows, of course. I've got some nice fancy ones as well, which deal extra damage. But I could replace the string on this for 4 gold, or if you wanted a new one, it's 25.
Can I have a look at any of the new ones?
Yeah, of course. He leads you over to the section that is the ranged weapons section, as it were. One thing you notice of all these weapons, you know when you go to a mobile phone shop, you can pick up the phone, there's a cord on it, and you can't go any further.
Yeah.
All the weapons have an adjusted sort of one of like that.
So if I
So you
grabbed
see-
it and
He passes you the crossbow, and as you grab it, you go clink like that, and you see there's a big metal loop on the butt of the crossbow. It allows you to hold it to your shoulder and move and check it out, but it doesn't allow you to go much further than a couple of feet.
that's cool. That's really cool.
Well, this is one of our a more basic model, just your standard crossbow. If you wanted to go something a little bit more of a premium, then we have other options. But this is your I'm going to kill you standard.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll think about this one. Let's have a look at a few more.
Yeah. Well, we have some fine artillery. Of course, it's what we do here. And he takes you over a couple weapons over. You see another range of bows, still in the light crossbow region, but these have a lot more finesse to them. These ones are of better made quality. They don't deal you any extra more damage. They just look a lot more fancy. And you see the ones there, and he points, and it's a fully closed display case. And as you look at him, you notice there's a gleam off them. Those are our magical weapons. If you fancy something a little bit more kick.
That intrigues me. Maybe look.
Well, of course. But you look with your eyes.
Oh, not my hands.
And as he opens the cupboard, you see none of these are attached. But when he opens it, you see as he clips it in, you can hear a twirling and then a click. And then he opens it. And he grabs the crossbow. And he holds it to you.
For you to
look.
Yeah.
And you see it is beautiful laid silver into the trigger. The butt of it is a beautiful dark brown mahogany, and that spreads all through to the crossbow, where the top bit is made with a shiny copper. And you can see as he draws the string to show you its relay that it has a beautiful bend to it. The string itself is black with a small silver twirl running through it as he clicks it back. And you notice how he clicks it back, it's almost effortlessly. It's got this trigger on it that you just pull it back. This is made for quick reload, and it has as he hits the trigger, you don't even see the string move, or you hear dun, and it's got a sharp load.
That's very nice.
This is blessed by Lady Silverhand herself. That's all of our magic weapons are.
Oh, nice. So what's the magical part of it?
So this here hits with such force, it deals so much more damage. Outer screen is a +1 weapon. It gives you a +1 to your attack bonus and to your hit.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Of course, we have much greater weapons, but this is a good, comfortable feel. This will set you back 125 gold pieces.
That adds a good price for it, though. I quite like.
And it has its own bolts.
Yeah.
That come with it.
Well, I don't have that much, I'm afraid.
Few people do, but it is a beautiful item. Perhaps when you accumulate more gold or you become more experienced in yourself.
Of course, I'll come back and look into it.
We have limited stock, but it's always here. And he slowly puts it, smirking at you. And as you see, he closes it. He does the motion that he did to open it in reverse. So, back to basics, is it?
That was a beautiful weapon.
It is
I do that.
stunning.
But yeah, a little bit cheaper for me.
Well, we've got the box standard basic. It's basically the imitation of the one you got, or we've got one that's made of a more sturdy material.
We'll look at sturdy.
Yeah, here's a sturdy one, and he picks it up and he passes it to you. It's made with a harsh cold steel inlay on the handle. The trigger itself is a copper, but a dark copper. And the string, nigh on identical to the string that you currently have. And the actual crossing part of it is made of copper as well. Nothing fancy or fine, but it's not clunky and wooden like yours is. It's made with steels and cold coppers.
What's the reload like in bits and bobs, just
so
normal stuff?
You grab it, it's a lot stiffer than what you're used to. You've really got put it down. I mean, he sees you forcing it. Well, that's because it's not been used. The more you use it, the looser it'll get. And as you fling off the trigger, it's the string on it is so taut and tight. You can see it go, and it has a fantastic bang sound to it.
Very nice, very nice. How
That's
much?
not bad. This one here is 50 gold pieces.
Sweet, I'll take it.
Ah, excellent. Do you need any bolts to go along with this?
If possible.
Ah, yes. Well, I mean, as you're buying such a cheeky little weapon now, I'm sure I can do you a nice little deal on the crossbow bolts.
Okay.
And they takes you over to like the little cashier bit,
Mm-hmm.
and he sits you around. So, the bolts would usually be a gold piece, but I'll chuck them in for half price, 5 silvers. How does that sound?
That sounds brilliant.
Excellent. So that is 50 gold and 5 silvers to
Okay.
take for your inventory.
Cool.
If you wanted, I could take that sorry old looking crossbow off your hands and help reduce the price a little.
No, I'll keep the short bow as like a souvenir of how well it's done.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you get yourself a light crossbow.
Light crossbow.
Are you proficient in simple weapons?
Yeah, last
Simple
much.
ranged?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
And how much was that?
So that was 50 gold and 5 silver.
Yeah.
And that's a 1d8 piercing and loading and a 2-handed weapon. But you already know that. Is there anything else I can do for you, my friend?
That is everything.
No, well, I wish you good luck and hopefully I'll see you again to purchase something a bit more upscale.
We'll look into it.
As you take it and you see in the butt of it where the hard steel is, you see that's etched into it is some like overgrown sort of sharp looking hooks into a cross position, which you notice on the sign coming in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just
Excellent. Yes.
So height.
Yeah, so as it was meant to be, you all meet simultaneously in the centre of this busy, hustle-bustling city. It is around midday-ish at this point. Is there anything you wish to do?
I wanted to pop in quickly to see Hallie, just let her know we were going and
Mhm.
that kind of stuff. And
Yeah, that's fine. You all gonna pop to the Mages Guild?
did anyone want to come with? or?
I'll come with.
So you make your way to the Mages Guild. You're quite familiar with where it is and everything now. You get to the front desk where you find the usual assistant there, not waiting for you, there to greet you. Can I help?
Good afternoon. We were just wondering if we could get in, just have a quick word with Hallie, please.
Is she expecting you, dear?
No, but it's just a quick in and out. If you could let her know that Alora is here, that would be very helpful.
Well, I'll send a note to her, but I believe she's with someone at the moment. And see her write a little note, and you see her give it to a little bird, and she takes it. Just a moment.
Yeah,
She
no.
just looks. She doesn't try. It doesn't even attempt to make small talk. She's kind of looking at you all like,
Just like
okay then, yeah, all right.
Can I look around? Like, are they? Does it look like there's anything going on? Like, are people being like hurried or?
You don't notice
Anxious?
anything going on, but you do notice there's more people than usual in here, which you think could be due to the fact that the festival that's just been taking place, and
Okay.
that you notice when
Nothing.
you're walking through the city that there were a couple of mages around, like taking down the lights and things like that. Everyone's assisting in the city.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of moments pass, and you see her go. She's indisposed at the moment, I'm afraid. Is it something I can leave a note for her to inform her of, or?
Yes, actually, just give me a moment,
Yeah.
and I'll just step aside. I want to take out some of my parchment and pen and just like write a note, just to say like, thank you for everything, blah blah blah. We're on our way to Watersteep. If you need to contact me, that's
Mhm.
where I'll be heading. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Fold up.
Yes, well, I'll be
If you could
sure.
just make sure she gets this, that would
Yes,
be.
of course. I'll put it in her pigeonhole. And she presses it and seals it properly, and she places it in one of the compartments behind her. Is there anything else on which I can assist with you today?
No, thank you. You've been extremely helpful.
Oh, I know. Thank you.
Oh, someone's modest.
Oh, of course.
That's wizards for you.
No. Anything
Lots
else
of
you
it,
guys
isn't it?
wish to do?
Is there anything else anyone wanted to get?
I'm pretty much all done.
We have directions. We have
Any food?
We've got our rations and stuff. Oh, actually, I want to get puppy food and stuff. Is
Almost
there?
forgot.
There's plenty of market stores and
Yeah,
which
just
sell
like-
all different types of meats, vegetables, cereals, sorts.
Just kind of get like a basic, kind of like a week's kind of.
Yep, yeah. You get yourself a week of dry rations, which is 1 gold piece.
Have we not got any?
We have rations, but these are for the dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how many days worth of rations do you all have?
10 days, I think.
Okay, so we should be alright then.
Yeah.
We don't need any food.
And also, you can eat off the land.
Mm.
So, well, you can attempt to eat
Right,
off
so that
the land
was 1 gold.
Well, we got good old broccoli here.
anyway. Yeah. The farmer of the group.
And that was puppy rations.
Mhm.
Times 10 days. This is gonna take me loads of money.
Are you
animals.
guys wishing to set off for your travels today, or are you going to give it a rest for the evening and then start off early morning? It's it's still the afternoon.
Did we want another night in Silvery Moon, or did
Well,
we
I
want to
think
set off?
it might be good for the fact that we can, like, it's free, isn't it, at the minute? Is it free?
I think
Oh,
last
it's
night was free. I
Yeah.
think tonight might have to pay.
Don't know, it's up to you guys. If you want to set off now.
I don't think there was anything else I wanted to do in Silvery Moon.
We've pretty much done our shopping and stuff, so.
We put your orders in when we come back this way.
I'm actually
Oh,
quite happy
did
with
we?
that.
How did we settle on the horse situation? Are we walking? Do we want to get a cart? Because we can't get riding horses because someone's fat ass.
Well, I need a great
Yeah.
one, but then that's still only a half price.
Yeah, but even a great a war horse will set you back around 400 gold pieces.
How much is just a bit out of thingy? Yeah, like a horse and cart. That would be or like 2 horses and cart. Or...
Your mounts, a draft horse which is what you'd have to get, because obviously you can't just have a regular riding horse pulling the cart. That's 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
And a cart is roughly around 15-ish, depending on what you go for.
So that's about 65.
Get a chariot if you want 250 gold.
Frickin' chariot, mate.
Your
that's
animal
about-
feed roughly is around 5 copper a day. I mean, if you're in grasslands, you know, it could pretty much graze on the grass and stuff.
How much copper a day?
About 5.
So we're looking at about 16 to 17 gold each.
I mean, there are different types of carriages you can get as well.
Yeah.
That is basically, it's not
Just
it
a wooden
won't have
cart.
a roof on it. It will just have like your wooden cart sort of thing. But you can buy ones that have roofs and stuff on it, so
Yeah.
you can use that as a type of sleeping, or somewhere you can sleep.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to sleep in your tent.
I mean, what do you guys think?
Well, it'd take us longer to walk.
I think it about take us about the same pace.
It's roughly the same pace.
Well, yeah.
You're just not as tired.
Yeah.
Should we go? Should we see if they have anything anywhere?
We can try.
Yeah.
See what they have. Because
Because
it could be good.
the perks of having the horses is that carrying things.
Yeah. So like we could put all our crap in
Yeah.
there. The dog can sit in there.
I love how you think of the dog.
I have to think of the dog.
Unbelievable.
The dog is precious.
You gotta think of Baracus.
Baracus can sit in there. Actually,
Baracus is.
saying that, can any of us drive it?
I can always try.
What? Who's
I mean-
animal handling?
I've only. So you
I've
could
got
drive the car.
-2.
I mean, all of you know how to ride horses. It's something
My
that
hand-
everyone is
my
taught
hand
at a
was
very
horse.
young age.
Yeah.
But pulling a horse-drawn cart is slightly different.
Mm.
I mean, you can make a couple of checks along the route, but it's not something that's alien.
Okay. So it's
I
something
mean,
that
you yourself.
I know. Right at the
maneuvered
beginning,
the
we
cart
tried
at the
to.
beginning, yeah.
Okay. Do we, having been here, do we know anywhere that would like the stables?
You know
would
that there is a stables here.
Let's wander that way because I think that's on the way out, isn't it? That we need to go anyway. Is that the direction?
So
the-
the direction that you're leaving is through the southern gate towards Everland. So you can choose to get your horse-drawn cart through here, or you can choose to get it in Everland.
Shall we see what they have here? Because then we wouldn't have to go into Everland.
Yeah, we can do. And
Although we could
see
check
what
on the kids.
See what they have.
Yeah.
And
We'll go out and see what they got.
Yeah, you head to the stables. You know roughly where the stables is. It's near the guard's keep. Heading to the stables. You get there. It's quite a large stables actually. There's all of the horses, not just the ones that are for sale or for hire. There are also all the ones that are for the guards. Everything is under one roof here, and there are some carts, different style carts, pushed to the side. As you walk in, as you start to walk to the entrance, you see very young human lads just there hitting hay and chucking it into one of the carts nearby. He doesn't notice you. He's just there, throwing his hay with his pitchfork.
Admiring marking. Are we all together, dude?
Yeah, I think we're all together, yeah.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, you're right.
We're looking to possibly purchase a horse or two, and possibly a cart. Any idea where we would start?
You are. Well, you've come to the right place, that's for sure. I got lots of horses. Well, I got lots. I got a couple, and I got some basic carts, or you want something a bit fancier, that's for sure.
Okay. I think we're looking for a cart that has a roof on it as well, just so that we can obviously use it as a bedding down.
Oh, you doing a lot of travelling then, or?
Yes.
Alright, well you're gonna want a draft horse to start with, because if you just take your usual riding horse, the horse ain't gonna cope, and then it's not gonna go well. And if you have a donkey or a mule, then they're fucking useless. So.
Okay, so how much would it be for a draft horse?
Well, our draft horses there go for 50 gold pieces, which I think is quite reasonable.
Okay, and how much is a cart?
Your cart, your very bog standard basic cart, your open top cart, that is around 15 gold. So you're gonna be wanting something a little bit of a roof on it, is that what you said?
Yes.
Alright, so that's probably gonna be more 20 gold pieces. It could be more, because if you want a nice leather one, we could do that, we can install that for you. That'll help keep the rain and help keep the heat in. It won't escape then through the cloth.
Okay, I'll just have a discussion with my...
Oh, please go ahead. I got all day.
Literally.
Right, what we're
You
thinking.
There's just a little bit more for the leather one, that could be quite good.
We all in agreement? A leather one.
Yeah.
And do we want, obviously, one draft horse should be okay, I guess? I don't know.
Would it be able to put, like, if we were all sat in the cart, would one draft horse be able to pull us?
He looks at you all. Maybe you want to.
We all look at Green like,
Yeah.
God's sake.
But then some of us could be walking, some of us could be...
Well, if you're willing to, distribute the weight a bit, then as long as not all of you are sat in the cart,
Yeah,
you should
because
be
it
alright.
goes walking based, doesn't it? The
Yeah.
cart.
Yeah, so either way, like...
Yeah, 'cause if you go fast in the cart, you're gonna fucking fly.
Deal.
We calls it buckaroo in the business.
You'll be seeing Barker's buckaroo in
So,
the
can you
skillet.
show us the two horses that you are thinking about? I was thinking them to be, quite strong, which I'm pretty certain you know about that anyway.
Well, I should bloody hope so. So it takes you into the stables, and you see all different variety of horses. There's even some like camels in there, some ponies. You do see one very large horse at the back, which you do feel may well be a war horse.
Aww.
Yeah, it's got a nice little black diamond there. It's a jet black horse. It's a beautiful thing.
No.
Stop foaming.
Yeah.
I suddenly go, oh wow, what is that? Is that one of the horses at the back that we need the black one with the diamond on the face?
Oh well, you'd be lucky if you had that one. That's a war horse. That one. That alone there. That's a champion beast. That one's 600 gold pieces.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, you see your standard war horse, they go for about 4, but this one is a champion. Been to many of the wars, this one, and she still holds true.
Wow. Okay.
Rode
Okay.
by Lady Silver herself, apparently.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on. I just got.
Alright, well, you'll be wanting these two here, ideally. And he points out two just dark brown horse. One's got a little white line running through its nose, from its head to its nose, and the other one's just like a pure brown horse.
So are we going for 2 or are we going for 1?
Well, I mean, if y'all are willing to distribute for the weight, you know, you could only need one. But if you're all set on sitting on the cart and, you know, you want to, and yeah.
So I wouldn't want to sit down for that long.
No, I'd want to walk, Sam.
We got luxury carts that have cushions.
Yeah, no.
Cushion.
I tried, Pa.
I'm sorry, Pa.
I know. I think one would be okay
I
because,
think
like you
one
said, I mean, I want to walk.
I
And
think
Magic
we'd be
Green, I
alright
want to
with
walk a bit.
one, considering the fact that
Alright,
some of
well,
us are wanting to
yeah.
walk.
Wait, I'd sort you out. Would you want to come and get your cart then? Because we've got a couple.
Yeah.
Ideal. So you do see like what he means by the basic cart. So there is one that's literally 2 wooden spin wheels, a ladder, and a little seat, really rickety little seat, and a back bit. That's literally it. The other one he points at to is the one with just the material canvas on top. It's kind of identical to the one that you just saw, the very basic type, but with a circular sort of roof on it. And the next one along, exactly the same thing again, but it's got a leather top on the top of it, which looks a lot thicker, and it will definitely help keep the heat in.
I reckon the last one, guys.
Oh,
Fact
There,
is,
It's
there are
getting
more,
cold.
like as you look around the back, there are all different types of carts. You can see ones that are like wooden built, that look more like gypsy caravans and stuff like that.
I know we don't want one of those kind of
No.
things. Just a.
So, was it the leather one you wanted?
That one could work.
Yeah, we were on agreement. Level 1.
to keep her happy, maybe.
Piss out my head. Well, this one here, the leather tarp, that's 25 gold. That one, where your basic, basic is 20 gold. Leather ain't cheap.
Mm.
So, and it's, you know, it's felt lined on the inside. He points upwards,
Okay.
and you can see there's a very thin bit of felt underneath to help for the damp and the moisture.
Okay.
Not as nice as my tent, but
Even your tent gets moisture inside.
I want to climb up and sit on the end of it, just kind of
Yeah.
testing out the view and
yeah.
Just,
the
So-
what it's like in
The
there.
cart itself, you know, like old westerns, it's cylindrical. It's kind of like that, but it's a nice thick leather. There's a curtain on the back for privacy, and there's also a corded curtain on the front. So it kind of just opens up like that, and there's just a little cord that runs between. There's little holes on it, kind of like a corset. Runs between. You can just open and close it.
That's cool.
It's not the one on the back's not a full curtain. It's kind of like a flappy door thing, but it's just something to maybe potentially stop the wind coming in. Or...
How high is the? Obviously, if you,
It's
it's like you're sat and it's over your head, or is it like
you can stand up in there crouching.
so?
But
it's,
if you were to, because there's little seats on the sides, if you were to sit there, it's comfortable. You're not hunched.
okay, this feels good.
Yeah. So like you guys would have to hunch. Actually, who's the tallest here? How tall are you?
7.
7. You guys are like what average?
I think 5
Like-
foot something.
Like
5'7",
yeah,
I
you're
think.
all average. So you
Yeah.
guys have to hunch. Green, you proper like be in there like that. But if the caravan is to sleep, sit, and hold your shit.
Yeah.
Just time to the roof.
Yeah. Well, is this one what you're wanting then? I guess.
Yeah, this one looked good.
Well, I think we got a deal. So that is. I'm just gonna go through my little check sheet here. So that is just 75 gold pieces.
Is that for all of us, or?
That's for everything.
Yeah,
Right,
so we have to
excellent.
distribute.
Decide it by 40. I think it's. Would I work it out? 18.75.
Mhm.
I don't know how to work.
Is that
Or is that like 18 gold, 7 silver, 5 copper kind
Yeah,
of thing?
basically.
Cool.
So everyone deduct that from your. So
What
what
is
do you
it?
say it was divided between everyone, Taylor?
It's 75 divided by 4 is 18.75. So
So that's 18 gold pieces each. Yeah, 7 silver, 5 copper.
okay.
So that leaves me with
7 silver, 5 copper. Cool.
Yeah, we good?
Or was it?
Yeah, I just got to work out
So-
how to.
And then are we gonna
7 silver, 5 copper.
And then we're just going to
Okay.
say like the feed is included, and then we'll take it out each day, or just pay that straight up to begin with.
So with the terms of feed, as long as you buy it every now and then, I'm content that it's fine, because you're going to be travelling. Most places are grassland and
Yeah.
the horses graze. The real expense comes from
Stabling.
when you're at stables at different cities. You know, salt licks ain't cheap.
Cool.
Right, well, that's our business concluded, I guess. There you go. He goes into the. Did you want to pick your horse?
Oh yeah, which ones? Which
So
were the
one's
options are?
pure dark brown, and the other one is a dark brown with a white stripe.
White stripe.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, white stripe it is. He takes the horse up. There's no saddle
Does it
or
have a
anything.
name?
I don't name the horses. I don't want to get attached.
No.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
I just call them all Chestnut. And he takes it out. He kind of grabs it by the scruff of its neck, not horribly, but in a way to guide it. And he puts a couple of leather lashings around its neck, and then he attaches it to the carriage. There's no harness or anything like that on it. Harnesses come separately, but so where the ladder comes down, there's a leather strap over it, and that leather strap sits on the horse's shoulders, and then your is attached to that leather strap right there.
So the horse is secured. So like the
horse is
that-
vaguely secured in it.
we need to buy a harness to attach it properly.
You see it running. Well, damn.
How is we need some tack for this, I believe.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can certainly ride it just like that, or you.
I mean, we'd like the horse to be comfortable.
Well, yeah, you would, and if the horse gets spooked and it giddies back, it will come off the lashings, and then your horse is gone. So
What kind of tack would you?
Or it's just a nice cheap saddle piece. It's 4 gold. It sits on him comfortably. It goes around his neck. It secures him, and
Yes,
it means
we'll,
that unless he's cut, he can't come attached from the cart.
We'll take one of them as well. So that's an extra gold each.
That's
Isn't
gold each, yep.
No, I'm not willing to pay nothing.
Right, well, I think that concludes our business, don't you?
it? Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Well, good luck to you wherever you'll be parting to. Perhaps we'll see each other again. Most horses end up back here when they run away.
Aw.
They know
I-
their way.
I go over and stroke the horse and be like, "Hello, friend."
And while she does that, I'm just gonna walk away.
Yep, so y'all get your horse and cart. Where do we go next? Are you going to stay here tonight, or are you going to start your travels?
We might as well start a travel if we go like that.
Yeah, should we start
especially because you have to bring it back and be like, can you take this back for us for a night?
It's like, can you hold it for like just
A day.
Just like
For the rest of
a
the
little over, like well, less than a day?
Yeah.
That's another like God knows how much.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right, so
Yeah, we
are
can sell it when we get towards.
are we content that you have all your necessary equipment to make your travel?
I think so.
Yeah, I got precious.
Great, well, you're not allowed to ride the cart through the city.
Yeah,
So
we'll
you
leave
have
it.
to hold it by its reins and lead it through, and you slowly make your way through the southern gate of Silvery Moon, saying goodbye to this great city that you've become quite familiar. This is the city in which your adventure originally began, and essentially where this next part of our adventure begins when we come back next time and start the Waterdeep campaign. Yes. Thank you everyone for watching, or for not watching, clicking in, clicking out. We appreciate it either way. We're excited for our next session where we get to start the Waterdeep campaign, which we've all been really excited to do. So you guys can potentially level up soon,
Yep.
which will be quite something. A really big thank you to our sponsors of TaylorMade Craft. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to use our initiative markers today, but they are here, they are beautiful, we can't recommend them enough. Please check the link in our bio, head over to their Facebook or their Twitter at TaylorMade Craft and see all their wonderful geeky goodies. That's it for tonight, and see you guys later. Bye!
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.